Oh my gosh, it's Monday morning. I hope you have your fresh cup of tea or coffee or whatever you're drinking this time of day. This is the Illustrious Ones Monday morning show, and we're so glad you're here. If you are watching us from any other platform, there's a link right above you. Go ahead and click that. Come on over here. Say hello to us here. This is where we talk about what's important, what's not, things that make your world a little bit better. We talk about some balance. We talk about some technology. We talk about fun things. We laugh a lot, and we might spit our coffee out. That's what we talk about here. And this morning, my name's Erin Strayer, and my co-host Jen Weatherly is on Canadian holiday today. So she is off jutting around, recovering from all the pecan pie and cranberry sauce that she ate yesterday and today. And she is with family, and we're going to jump right into, I'm going to go ahead and bring our guest up today because I love her dearly, and I cannot wait for you to meet her if you've never met her before. RJ Redden is the bot queen. She is known to put personality into your bot. What is your bot? It's like a little robot that helps you. It's an extension of you. It's an extension of your business. It's like a virtual assistant incognito. Incognito. And RJ is the queen of really putting your personality into something that's helpful to your business and can really take a spin and promote and push your business to the next level. Good morning, RJ.
Good morning, Erin Strayer, and associated and assorted and collected illustrious ones. How are you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I love this Monday morning show because it's just kick back and easy. And good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Barbara. Yeah, it's Columbus Day here in the U.S. It is. I forget about that today. We don't have mail today. Don't go to the mailbox. No mail today. No mail today, people. So the illustrious ones loves having you on, loves having you part of our directory, loves having you part of our amazing group. And we love what you bring to the table for us. And I really want to take a moment and acknowledge you and who you are in the world to us and who you are in the world to everybody else that doesn't really know they need you yet.
They don't, but they will. That's my mission.
I just about spit that out, people. You have no idea how close that was. It was really, really close. This is what happens when RJ and I get on the line together. I almost said on the horn. That would be like taking you back to the 50s. So the two tin cans. So, RJ, tell the people who you are.
My name is RJ Redden, and entrepreneurs hire me to burn down their marketing practices that no longer work for them because most can't get traction online to save their lives. So I create and build solid messaging that builds relationships and close deals. So bottom line, ditch what's not working for you, and let's get on board this Facebook Messenger revolution together.
Amen. Oh my gosh. I know all the people are showing up today. It's super fun. So yeah, RJ Bot Queen fan club is here with Barbara. Good morning, Barbara. We're glad to see you. As always, you make me smile. So here's the deal. So we as the illustrious ones hired you to help us create Illy Bot.
Illy Bot.
Illy Bot is hooked to the show today. She is our extension of Jen Weatherly and I, and she's adorable. She's just really adorable. She's this little. We think she's a little robot, but she's got some pink in her. So she's not really like the circuit board robot. Yeah, she's super cute. And you guys, if you want reminders to our shows when we're live, when the Illustrious Ones is live. We go every Monday morning, but sometimes we forget it's Monday. Just go ahead and type live in the comments and you'll get a reminder every single time that we're on live. And you guys can come and join us. It's or watch the replay and get hooked up to who's our guest on live, and it'll take you, we hook up all kinds of goodies to our directory members that come on live with us in the morning, and it takes you right to how to find them and what they're offering and what their goodness is. So we have little tags. And that's one of the cool things with the bots is that you can do that.
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's so many things that you can do, right? And ManyChat had a convention 3 weeks ago, and then they came out with 14 brand new things you can do.
14, seriously, like a whole lot.
A whole lot, babies. I will be covering on my show 3 at a time for the next few weeks. but yes, there are so many things that you can do, but you can give a little bit of extra information about your guest, or what's going on with you, or a special program you're promoting, or things like that really kind of help you extend your reach.
Yeah. And so many people have the misconception that bots are like this artificial intelligence. They really don't have any kind of personality, or they're just way too invasive, and it's like spam.
Well, exactly. Well, that is because, Erin Strayer, there are things called bots out there that are spam. Yeah. I mean, people
saw it all weekend, just to let you know. Saw it all weekend.
Oh, yeah. I saw some stuff this weekend, too. So, bots is a terrible name for what I do. Mm-hmm. It's just an awful name for what I do. Listen,
IT people us to name them, did they?
IT people cannot name things. It's not allowed. It's not cool. It's ridiculous, is what it is. And naming what I do bots is terrible. Now, I call it bots, too, because I want, that I got to fit in with the crowd. But what it really is a virtual communications specialist that works for you when you're not working. Do you remember when websites came along, Erin Strayer?
Yeah.
It was like...
I was like 12.
Oh, obviously. Clearly you were still eating Happy Meals. I know this, as was I. But when websites came out, it was like, oh, it's like a virtual 24-hour-a-day salesman that doesn't need paid. Mm-hmm. It's like, wow. People get to this thing on the internet and whoa, magic happens. Well, websites have been around for a pinch of time, and now there's something that has come out that is better than a website, because websites really, you hop up on them and they're a validation check for the people that you're checking on. Oh, this is not a fly-by-night business. Look, she knows other people. Okay, there are testimonials. This person's legit. But how many conversations have you gotten out of your website ever?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It's not two-way. You don't make a connection with your website anymore. You did when they were new, but trust me, it's not happening now unless your name is Mark Zuckerberg.
And that's so true, because, we need the websites. We need them because truly I go check people out. I make sure that they're legit. I do. And that's where I go check them out, whether it's a brick and mortar, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's somebody I'm going to hire for my business. I go check them out via their website. I don't usually leave anything there, though. Like, I don't sign up for a newsletter. I don't get on their list any way, shape, or form. I don't, the little pop-up that comes in, what's your name? What's your email? I don't do any of that via the website, right? Like, I just go troll them there.
Yeah.
And then I pick up in other ways, so we need the websites, but it's really not where a lot of traction gets from me personally. I don't leave a footprint there.
Exactly. Well, and I think you brought up a great word there as traction, is because so many of us spend so much time. There are days I spend 16 hours a day at this desk, go to my bedroom, sleep, and then get up and do it all over again because we are all busy trying to get some traction out there. Trying to talk to people about our product or service. So what a bot really is how do you find the right people to talk to? How do you how do you put your best foot forward every time with those right people? And how do you connect? Because a bot is not simply, and a lot of people think of it this way, it's something that delivers automated messages and you don't have to touch it. Listen, if that's where all bots were, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be doing bots. I would be doing something else because I know what happens. Like if I were here talking about here's something that will save you time, what do you think happens then, Erin Strayer, with all that time that you're saving?
Right, you put it someplace else.
You just shove it. You just pack it full with more things.
Right.
Especially this crowd, right? We're the illustrious ones, darling. We're busy people.
We're busy all the time.
Automation is the least part of this. It's the least part of this. The automation serves you. So the benefits are you save some time if you've got one of these working for you, but you can take that saved time and make it into connecting with the people that you already know are interested because of the way you build your bot, because of the path that people take through there. You know what they're interested in. You know what they consider valuable. You know if this is going to be what product or service is going to be a fit for them. And sometimes there's nothing that you have that's a fit for them. So you can identify this is the group of people that really, really need to talk to me. Here's the group of people that are interested but not committed and maybe they just need some time. Here are the people that are tire kicking or looking for something totally different and I need to not spend my energy there. So not only does it put your best foot forward every time with the automated messages, which you write and design, but it also brings people to a place where now you know how to talk to them. Now you know what to say. And now you pick up the conversation live. No more bot. And that's what I think the greatest benefit is because, I don't care to have 1 billion followers, Erin Strayer.
I know, me neither. I'd rather have, and okay, keep going on that point.
It doesn't do me any good to have 2,000 people on my list, only 100 of which I actually know. Yeah. I don't care. Here's what I care about. I care about having a tribe, a group of people with me, a community that cares about what I'm doing, that gives input into what I'm doing, that's actively benefiting from what I'm doing. A group of people that I'm learning from and they're learning from me. Now there is where I want to build a base of clients out of.
Yeah.
I don't care about the other one.
I know, and this is the illustrious ones. This is what we're all about. We're about expanding the collective. We're about relationship building. We're about that joint ventureship, right? We're about that. We're better together as business owners, as women, as the collective of us. And bots are a huge way to continue to connect.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, hello, Chrissy. Haven't seen you in forever. Hello. Bots are so much, and the way I just want to point out the way that you specifically design and lay out bots and incorporate the owner's personality. So Illy Bot is a combination of Jen and I in the personality and of Illy. And what she's formed and what she's done and how she connects with people is a combination of Jen and I. personality, which, Jen is like super, super creative and I'm really analytical. And how do you combine those two? Well, we've done it with your help. And it's really, really fun to do that. And I think people get lost in the fact that, something automated is not anywhere close to personality.
Exactly, right? Like, you think of automated and you think of what I had to go through yesterday when my internet went out temporarily. Mm-hmm. Press 1 for, press 2 for, press 1 to hear this message again. No, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's automated. It doesn't have to sound like a robot. And in fact, the more it sounds like you, the better it's going to be for you. Roz is here. I haven't seen Roz in a ton of time.
Hey! In like 10 hot seconds, we haven't seen Roz. It's super, super good to see you too. And it's like in the middle of the night, I think, for you, Roz. What are you doing up? But thank you for being here. We love it. Cheryl's saying she's feeling very smart this morning, first for hanging out with this group and because her bot's almost done.
Absolutely. We've been working hard on the Cheryl B bot. We've been doing some hard work, so it's been very exciting. I can't wait until it releases.
I can't either. Yeah. Cheryl's part of our illustrious ones, you guys, and she's all about connecting family, and how much better to do that than to deliver some amazing family connections through a bot.
Yeah. I know. Well, and when Cheryl and I first, she watched my show a few times, and she made a comment that I read later, and it was something about how when she first heard of bots, she thought not. Like that is opposite to, what she's trying to do, which is making connections. And then when we finally got a chance to talk, it was like, listen, I had the same reaction. It was like when I first heard of bots, I thought, oh, yeah, we need more of that crap in our lives. You know what I mean? It was just
like, can I spit that back out?
Yes. Let's
like now.
Oh, no. I don't want Watson talking to me. The thing, yeah. But the thing is, it's not Watson. It's incredibly human. It can be very vulnerable at times. People will answer questions in a bot that they won't answer on a public page or in a private group. They won't.
True. Like, let's stop there for a second. Okay. So you challenged me. I have a bot that goes to the Erin Strayer show also, but the challenges that you put in front of not only me, but Jen and I with the illustrious ones to engage with our people is that conversation, right? Like, and it is that taking it a step farther. And it is the fact that the personality, I just want to continue pointing that out, that it is the personality, and it is taking it way past an automated email.
Yeah.
That nobody opens anyway.
God, nobody opens those damn
things. And I hate email.
I hate emails so much. The email open rate is the way it is because so many people have taken advantage of it for, so many years that now we're just jaded when we open that thing. We just don't, it's like, okay, unless it's something that I've asked for, I got the bot. It's so beautiful. When I open an email, I'm ready. I'm all defensed up for whatever you're trying to sell to me now. And now, with bots, it's the exact opposite, because you've been getting messages from your family and your friends and your loved ones for many, many years over Facebook Messenger.
Sure.
So people's attitude when they open Facebook Messenger is entirely opposite. It's not the defense up. It's, who's trying to talk to me today? I wonder if I can get in a conversation.
Yeah.
And when people have that attitude and your stuff is designed well, written well, has a personality, then people are so much more ready to take on a challenge, to go through a process with you, to answer some questions, to participate in something. They're so much more ready in Messenger, and they just won't ever. You can't step in the same river twice.
Yeah.
There's never going to be a time when somebody gets an email from you and goes, I mean, unless it's a family or a friend, there's no business email that gets, no. No.
Yeah.
So,
end
rant.
That's funny you said that, because my head immediately went to the only emails I open, and I hate even admitting this, are the ones that I know that there's pictures of, my nieces and nephews in it, or pictures of my girlfriend's kids, or they're like, updating, hey, when are we meeting for the girlfriend's rendezvous? Like, those are the emails that I open, and it's really, really sad. It's really sad. And and you have a junk mail. Everybody's got a junk mail. Oh yeah, give them that junk mail email address, right? And it all goes there. And then it's like you look down at your numbers and it's like, really? I got 7,000 emails waiting for me.
Oh yeah. And that is one, that number is one thing I mentally hold my middle finger up to, because I'm never going to read all those, and I don't care what they have to say. I don't care. Yeah. So yes, I'm not an email person, and you'll know if you're on my list, because I haven't emailed my list since I think January. But anyway,
mine's maybe once a month. Maybe. Recapping the month before. Hey, this is what's coming up, and it's just an informational. I don't even call it a newsletter. But the thing with Messenger bots, chat bots, how many other names do they go by?
Messenger marketing. That's one that I use sometimes when people are a little shy about the bot word. Messenger bots, chat bots, messenger marketing. Those are the three that I usually use. Yeah.
Yeah. So the entry into the bot is consensual. Nobody can, there's no way to spam these. There's, you can't sell it. You can't give your list away. You can't hijack somebody else's and use it for yours. And people have to consent. Hey, type one more time that you really want reminders to the Monday morning show, right? And whatever word we put on that, yay, illy, whatever the word is in the sequence, means that you have to say, yeah, and raise your hand. I want that. I want those reminders when your show's live, or when you're doing the thing, or that I want into that sequence of challenge, right? A 5-day challenge or whatever you're going to do. Yeah. Yes, I want that.
You're right. There is always an opt-in, and sometimes there's a double opt-in. And what I love about that is this. I, as a bot builder, cannot subscribe anyone to my bot. I cannot force a subscription. You know how it is when you go to a networking meeting and you give out business cards, and then somebody adds you to their email list without consent?
Right.
You know how annoying that is?
Yeah. We all used to do it back in the day.
Every
single one of us used to do it.
Accepted practice.
Yep. It was accepted. And yeah.
Yeah. And now, whoa. And it's not possible to do in a bot. And back to that thing where I don't need a billion people on a list somewhere. I don't need that. What I need to fill my practice is a target number. And, and I think a lot of us are like that we have a target number that we need to fill our practice and to keep everything flowing and all of that kind of stuff. We don't need a billion people. So let me talk to you about a number that shocks people sometimes. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I've built many bots, but I built Black Belt Bot and Spinning Dragon in March. I've been leading people to that. Checkoutmybot.com. I have been, many entrances into that, which I'm pitching constantly. Always during my shows, I'm asking people to type live so that they can get, reminders. I'm pitching that thing 5 times a day, and the links are everywhere. They're in my social media profile. I'll put that before I'll put my website for reasons we mentioned before. Okay. Sure. So how many people do you think that I have?
I don't know.
I've had people say 2,000 before.
I was thinking in the thousands.
Were you?
Uh-huh. I was thinking over 1,000.
250.
Really? But like, seriously? 250 people that have their hand up in the air raised. And that's like way more than even, like, that's not lukewarm, sort of, maybe want the thing. That's not a warm lead. That's way hot. Like, those people have, like, moved past the no, like, and trust RJ Redden. And they have gone into the, I love RJ Redden and I want what she's doing.
Yeah, it's true. And I'm busier than I've ever been. I'm scaling my business. I needed to hire the most cool and awesome VA in the entire world, Amanda Barbercheck Gates. No, you can't have her. I have her. And
and she's amazing.
And she's amazing. And my business has blown the roof off of it. And so that's what I have for you. That's what I have. Like, when people think of that number, they think that you have to have thousands to get a few. But when you have someone in the bot who's interested in what you're saying, who's taking a mini course of yours, who is discovering things of value and actively getting people to communicate. I mean, getting people to see the shows, to see the content that you do. You know what? That's where the golden stuff is. That is where, and that's where I go to say, hey, what kind of topics do you want to hear? Hey, thank you for taking the mini course. Thank you for attending my show last week. What do you want to see in the show? That's where the rubber meets the road. And that's where the real relationships are built. I'm building relationships today that are going to benefit both of us years and years down the road. I cannot say that about email, posting on Facebook, posting on any social media site ever. Occasionally, I'll get a relationship out of some of that stuff, but it's like yelling into a black hole. This bot stuff, this is the way. This is the way it's going. And I'm proud to be building bots. I'm so happy because I finally get to be who I am. I get to be who I want to be. I don't have to be anybody else. And people are very, very attracted to that. I couldn't be happier with it.
Okay, you guys, if you are just hopping in here and you have no idea what we're talking about, I'm just going to bring you back up to speed. Okay. We've been talking to RJ Redden. She is the owner of Black Belt Bots. And I know, and she is a ninja herself. She has a little ninja and she has a show. And if you want to check out her bot, go to checkoutmybot.com. We've been talking about how chat bots, messenger marketing, whatever term you want to put on that, actually can be an extension of your business. It can be personalized. It can have your personality in it, and it actually can pre-screen your clients, right? You can deliver your 5-day challenge all via the bot. You can put people into a program all via the bot. You can get people on your calendar. You can do all kinds of things with a messenger bot. And it's really, quite honestly, it's hot traffic. These are people that have moved past the know, like, and trust, which everybody's like, well, you got to make know, like, and trust. Well, these people love you. They have chosen to be in your circle. They have chosen to get reminders for whatever it is you're pushing forward. They have chosen to go to your 3-day workshop, and they want all the information that you want to push forward from your 3-day workshop. They have chosen to be on your live webinar, right? And they want the links so it's easy to find because they got it right here in their hot little hand all the time. They've chosen that.
And that's the difference. That's what makes this very different than any other marketing method that I know of. And that is it's marketing, to be sure, but it's marketing that allows the audience respect.
Yeah.
If you choose not to hear about this today, I am not only going to respect that right now and not tell you about whatever this is going on, but I'm gonna tag you so in the future when I have further announcements about this thing going on, I don't bother you.
Yeah.
I don't need to bother you with information that you do not need.
Right.
It allows people respect and it allows people space. If they don't want to do something right now, that's okay. They can come back to it whenever they want. And it allows people a choice. God, I'm so sick of not having choices.
Oh my gosh, right?
I'm so sick of getting fire hosed with a whole bunch of information that I don't need, waiting for that golden nugget if it's coming, waiting with my little cup going, okay, I'm sitting here through all of this, I'm sitting here through this webinar or this, whatever it is, just waiting for that actual piece of information that I can use. No more. No more do you have to do this. And no, you don't have to be on the receiving end of that stuff anymore. And you don't have to be on the giving end of that kind of stuff anymore. You can find out what does this person consider valuable? And you don't have to give them a message every 48 hours or else they'll forget you. All you have to do is give them something valuable one time. So it's way different. It's way different of a mindset and a different approach. And it has altogether different results. And that's what makes me happy.
Yeah, I love that. We're going to come back to results in a second, but Roz is still sticking with us. It's like midnight for her where she's at in South Australia, but she said, can it be used for a purely social context of a family event organizing?
You totally could do that.
Like a family reunion.
You could. Now, it has to be attached to a Facebook business page. But I say Facebook business page, I mean, you can start a business page that is a local or a local business or personality, an organization. You can start basically. The only thing that a bot cannot be attached to is a personal profile. So, Roz, if you're going to do it that way, start up a page on Facebook and connect a ManyChat account to it.
Family reunion page, business page. Yep. And hook right to that. Yep. I think that would be cool. Like, especially if you're doing like a tour of, like, I don't know, our family reunions are kind of off the charts sometimes. Like we do tours of, local restaurants, or we do like the beer pedal tour. Nice. And all the adults meet here and then the kids are over someplace else doing games, or like the family games when they're going to start. Okay, hey, the beanbag toss is starting, in 10 minutes. Make sure you're at your place and you got your partner and you're ready to go. Or, what, like I can totally see that working, because even if you're at a family reunion, you still got your thing with you, because nobody goes any place without it anymore. Like ever. And like the anxiety kicks into gear when you can't find it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that would be like, how cool would that be? Like to organize an entire family reunion and set up, because the cool thing about that, Roz, is one of the things that you can do with the bots is that you can schedule it to deliver your message at a specific date and time. So if you have multiple things going on during the day, like you can schedule, right? Like you can schedule that time. Hey, that beanbag toss is going on at, 12:45, and you can schedule that message to deliver at 12:30.
Yeah.
Make your way to the beanbag toss. It starts in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Finish your hot dog and make it to, right? Like, and finish your hot dog and make it over to the beanbag toss because we're starting in 15 minutes. So, like, I think that that's like a really cool idea.
Well, and two, just hitting that up a little bit further, you could also take everybody's preferences. You can make up a little survey about, what would you like to do? And since people can't see each other's answers, they got to answer on their own on that one. And then you can really get, people's preferences or whatever. So you can use it to plan the events, and then when the events are going on, you can send out broadcasts to people to, you can make it so that it's all set up to kick off without you all day long. Hey, finish your hot dog, we're doing the ring toss in 15 minutes.
Right.
That's we got a family, the photographer is coming at 4, so make sure that yeah,
you hit the hairspray. Wipe the sweat off of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Roz is just making sure that ManyChat is not linked to your personal profile. Correct, Roz. It goes to a business page, so you can just make a business page for, whatever you want it, and you can call it a business page. And it can be for whatever service, family organization, brick and mortar you want, as long as it's considered a business page. Yep. Like the reminder aspects of using the bots for where and when and the poll, etc. Family birthday parties, weddings, etc. Oh my gosh, can you imagine doing that for a wedding? How cool would that be for a wedding and the wedding party specifically? Or like even the family, yeah, for pictures and hey, appetizers are starting. Hey, you guys get out of the limos. We're or hey, everybody on the dance floor for the Italian like spider dance thing that they do or whatever, what I mean? Like
in my case, so we got married 3 years ago in 2015, and I found this app that everybody could connect to, and everybody could message each other, and you could have little groups of people on the app. And so you could do this thing. Okay. My wife was like, people aren't going to really download that though, unless they're geeks. They're not going to really download that, RJ. So I don't want you to spend a whole lot of energy working that thing up because you think it's lovely because it's technology, but nobody's going to download that thing. She was right. Guess what? People don't have to download to get on a bot.
You don't have to download Messenger because it's already downloaded.
They're already there, babies. They're already checking there 17 times a day. Mm-hmm. And so like, it's a lovely evolution of, and I have been looking, Erin Strayer, for event planners because
look at what Cheryl said. She said the bot not for weddings. It's awesome. And you know what, RJ? We get to loop back around to that because one of my my biggest contacts is one of the biggest wedding planners, has his own facility and everything. He and his wife are not only photographers, but they are also ordained ministers, and they have the ginormous Amish built barn for the reception. Nice. So like you get to be in touch with Dean. So we'll loop back around to that. I'm gonna make myself a note.
Okay, right, yeah, I've been talking to plenty of event planners about this is how easy it is to keep in touch with all of the moving parts and communicate with people about what's happening when in a spot they're already looking. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah. So Roz is she's like a business page for an event organizer doesn't matter if it's not paid. That's correct. You don't have to make any money it doesn't matter that you make money or not. It just has to be so a nonprofit can have a business page, Roz. Yeah. So just so you know, you don't have to make money, be money, show a ISBN number, nothing to have a business page. So you can have a business page for whatever you want. So cool. So RJ.
Yes.
Like, check out mybot.com is how you get into RJ's bot, and you can go there right now and just check it out. Um, I love this. I know.
Yeah.
And she cute. I know. I just pulled that. I think it's fun. So the bot channel.
The bot signal, yes. So I of course do live streams. I love live streaming, and I do it Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central. And I go through, this is how you use a bot. This is why you want a bot. This is how you would use it for this circumstance. And so I talk about a lot of the concepts behind. I do a lot of teaching around useful uses for business owners.
Yeah.
And I don't go through step by step how to build. I have learned that is death in a live stream. People are just bored by that and they drop like flies. So I don't go through the step by step. And honestly, that's what I love to teach people, because your step by step, Erin Strayer, is going to be different than somebody else's step by step who's writing a completely different bot. Yeah. So I talk. It's a ton of information. This week we're going over the first three changes, upgrades that ManyChat has made recently of the 14. And then Thursday, we're going over best ways to keep afloat while learning new technology. Yeah. So we all know that learning technology is hard. Sometimes, Jane calls it the dummy button. Sometimes that dummy button gets pressed, and then, man, everything just is so difficult. So on Thursday, we're going to back up and we're going to talk about how to survive the process of learning new technology. What are the best practices that you can use when things get difficult, which they will. That's just a taste of what I do, but yeah, come on by, see if it's something that you want to investigate. Let me tell you this. If you are tired of normal marketing methods, if you are tired of, well, maybe if I dial in this Facebook page, just tweak it a little bit, or maybe if I wrote an email this way, or, if you are tired of all of that stuff, then congratulations, you have reached marketing meltdown, is what I call it. You've reached marketing meltdown, and if you're looking for a way to get through to folks, if you're looking for a way to not ever again treat people like transactions, my people in the bot do not have a price tag on their heads. They are humans, and I'm a human, and we connect. If you're looking for stuff like that, think about trying messenger marketing. You don't have to go whole hog into it right today. The train's not going to leave the station. Messenger marketing is going to be around, my friends. But you are going to want to just check into it. If you want to check into it, come visit me in my show, get into the bot. You can ask me questions in there. We can have a one-on-one private conversation. You can ask anything you want, and nobody's ever going to see that thing. You can get a hold of me inside the bot. You can get a hold of me on the show and ask questions if you want on the show. You can dip your toe into the water, because it's a wonderful time to experiment. It's the Wild West out there with bots, people. I mean, people are throwing spaghetti in the wall, seeing what sticks, and iterating and experimenting and figuring out what works. There is no book on how all this works and how exactly you need to do what you need to do. Bots don't work that way. It's by getting in there and working with it a little bit and seeing what works that you know what works for you. So I just encourage you. The water is fine. It's not about spamming people. If you hate spam, hop into messenger bots, because Facebook hates spam too, and Facebook Messenger hates spam with a passion. So it's a great time to come in and experiment a little bit. If you do something that doesn't work, then keep trying. I have written bot series that haven't worked, but I know how, know how to iterate that and keep experimenting. And now I've got a bunch of things that work. So anyway, I rambled a little there, Erin Strayer, but we're back now.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, Roz says that keeping afloat while learning is a great subject to cover. Should definitely be watching that replay for sure. So, yeah, that's awesome. And I think that you guys, if you're at all, like, seriously, hop on, get in RJ's bot and really just start trolling in there. And if that's something that you've been thinking about, things that you've been seeing come up, you've maybe signed up for somebody else's bot that you think is pretty cool, check out RJ, check her out, check out how she functions, how she lines her bots up, how she really makes them part and an extension of you. Hang out on her show. Go check her show out. Her show is every Tuesday and Thursday. It follows mine. It's kind of cool. She hops on mine. I get off. I hop on hers. It's super fun. And you learn a lot. You learn a lot when you hang out with amazing people like RJ that's super tuned into, technology. One, okay, you guys, I don't think she used, like, seriously, college professor here. Like, how many master's degrees do you have? Like 18. And like, seriously, like, she's so relatable, but she's so ridiculously off the charts smart. And the cool thing about you is that you're able to, I'm not going to offend anybody. You dumb it down enough for those of us that so that we can understand and then implement. And that's really one of your qualities that make one, not only you're funnier than crap. I mean, you're just so damn funny. And you're relatable, and then to throw in the fact that you can actually teach, and I'm pretty smart, but I'm not, and I'm a see one, do one, teach one kind of girl, but not everybody is like that for me. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is like that, and you're able to meet them where they're at and help them with the process to make the extension of their business, and to help them grow their business, and to help them tap into those hot leads, those people that really, really, really want your service.
Yeah.
And they want more of you. And it's just a beautiful. Barb, RJ's show is 1 p.m. Central Time, so 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yep.
Is the time of RJ's show. Yep. Get into checkoutmybot.com. You'll get that. You can click the I want to watch RJ. So, what else do you want to talk about?
Well,
what's coming up for you? What are you working on?
Well, I am working on a series of classes because I've recently changed my business model a little bit so that I'm providing greater service for a fewer amount of people. But I still want everybody to be able to step in and learn this thing, and I want to be able to teach them. So I'm working on some classes to help bring people up to speed, and I'm really excited about it. I'm taking the ultimate course formula right now.
I love that.
Yes. So doing a lot around that, and gonna make just a series of courses that people can take at their own pace, and start dipping their feet into bots. Because, man, I want to serve a lot of people. I do. And I think that having a class is going to be the ticket to doing that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, well, your workshops are so informative and so worth the time. And I know I've been on a couple of them, and it's crazy. You think you know what you know, and there's nothing else that you can learn. And every single time I hop into one of your workshops, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just learned something else. Like, and it just reiterates the fact that we hear what we have to hear at the time we have to hear it.
Yeah.
and that we miss those second and third steps.
Yeah. It's
And
true. Well, and here's a little bit about technology teaching for you. You've got to, you need to drop this is what you can do, right? A little feature, a little concept or something. But you have to take that feature and you have to put it in a context. You have to sit it on a couch. If you don't do that, then you are scattering seeds on a parking lot. You are, because if people don't have a basis from which to work, if people don't have a familiar context to put things in, then it is so hard. And it makes it so hard on people to learn. So, I mean, that's what I like to do, is just make sure that anytime I'm dropping some concepts and some features and this is how I want to put it in. Sit it on a couch of stuff that people know already, so that they can advance. I think you said a minute ago that I'm really good at talking to people where they're at.
Yeah.
And not making people feel dumb. It is because I have sat in technology classes as part of my master's degree, and I know what it's like to feel dumb. I know what it's like to have people talk and they're talking so far over your head that you don't have any option to catch up. I know that feeling of panic when I don't even think that I can catch up. And I made it through from, blood, sweat, and tears helped me make it through. You made it through school too,
Sure.
But because I felt that and I remember that, I know how to get around making people feel that way. I know how to lift people up instead of, you don't know this yet. Well, I absolutely was treated that way, and I have felt that way, and there is no need to ever feel that way again. I promise you, there's better ways out there. So if you're wondering, if classes are right for you or if I'm right for you or whatever, it's my job to make you successful. It's my job. If I don't do that, I'm not doing my job. So yeah, that's something I wanted to hit on because I think it's super important, especially with new technology stuff.
Yeah, you guys, again, check out mybot.com. We'll get you right into RJ's. Anything you want, if you want to summon her, if you want to hop into her bot, if you want to see how it rolls and how her personality comes forward, head over there to check out mybot.com and you'll be able to check that out. You might have mentioned this when I was dropped out for a second. How do people get out of the bot if they want to leave?
Oh, just type the word stop. Type the word stop anytime. Yeah.
You don't have to click like 27 buttons to unsubscribe.
Oh God, no. You can type the word stop. You can type the word unsubscribe. It will come back and ask you, did you mean to unsubscribe? You hit that button, yes, and you're gone. Yep. You physically have to either type get started or hit a button to get started again. I cannot physically send you messages. They have made it dead easy to get out of a messenger conversation. They've made it dead easy, and that is all to the good. I'd so much rather have people have 17 ways out if they want to, because then if they don't take those ways, I know that they really want to be there, and that's the key, I think.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. I love that, and I love it so much more than clicking 17 buttons to get out of an email that I never signed up for to begin with.
What is with that? I used to work for a company that you could not cancel online. You couldn't cancel the service online. They made it so that you had to write a letter to a P.O. box to get your account canceled.
Oh, my living.
Because the harder we make it for you, the more you'll just give up and stay.
Right.
I hated working for that company. I hated every minute of it. And I'm so glad I left. It wasn't good for anybody. But I just, it needs to be the opposite of that. It needs to be easy because I only want to focus my attention on the people who want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah. And if they leave the bot, you guys, whatever your bot is delivering and driving traffic to, if people leave, they're not your ideal client anyway.
No.
And like, really, what kind of, like, we shouldn't lose like ground worrying about those people because they're not your ideal person anyway, and they're probably going to end up being like a horrible client and like cause you so much grief and so much stress. And like, it's really okay. It's really okay that people opt out with an easy word of stop.
Yeah.
Maybe they just wanted to hop on to grab your freebie or to grab your 5-day challenge or whatever. Right?
Yeah. And that's fine. Like, hey, I don't, unsubscribe is a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
That is one less person that, they're never going to click with what you're doing anyway. And it's totally fine. They're not going to be a collaborator. They're not going to be a referral. They're not going to be a joint venture partner. They're not going to buy your stuff. They're out. And it's okay to be out. I'd so much rather have a small crowd that's absolutely interested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. We're going to switch gears for just a second because RJ's part of our Illustrious Ones directory. The directory. We love that she's part of our directory. The directory is, I know that's kind of a word that falls flat for a lot of people. And Jen and I have had some pretty in-depth conversation about that. RJ, I know you and I have had conversation about that as well. And the word directory really kind of falls flat. However, what this is, you guys, is how do you describe the directory? It is a amazing group of people that really, they're collaborative, they support each other, they refer clients back and forth to each other. It's not like a BNI, it's not like any other directory that is really out there. There's a review system in there, so you can drive your clients to the review section, so you get ratings in there. And like, this is one of the benefits for being part of the directory, is to actually have an hour-long slot with us on the Monday morning show. Yeah. RJ.
Well, how beautiful is that? I just, it's the interaction with you and the interaction with, I know I wasn't able to attend the last time everybody got together. I was so booked, but the interaction with everybody is, you should hang out with the people that you want to be like, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hang out with the people that you want to step toward. And for me, that just hanging out with people and exchanging ideas and sharing knowledge and all of those things with the people that I want to be like the most. That has been the real benefit for me of being in the directory. And being able to hang out with you on the Monday morning show. This is the stuff that I love to do. And these are the people that I want to be like. So, hey, if you're looking for some people to collaborate with, got a hot group of people for you to join. Cause it's really made a difference to me. It's not just another place to, okay, here's a listing. You know what I mean? That's not what this is about at all. That interaction, that community, it's been a joy, and it has benefited me so greatly to be a part of your group.
Oh, and we so love you being there. And one of the things that rolled forward from our meet and greet last week with the people that were on, which we asked them all the time, hey, what do you need? What do you want? What would you like to see from the group? We have either individual conversations or in a group setting like last week. And one of the things that rolled forward that was actually a suggestion from one of the group members was to take it to the next step and to maybe have workshops or interactions. And I know that you and I had talked about that before too. And it was like, oh my gosh, here's twice in a week with a suggestion on the same thing from two different people. Had no idea that this conversation came forward. And so Jen and I have entered into conversation on how that looks and what that looks like going forward, because clearly if two of you are saying the same thing without having a clue that the other one's saying it, that this is a need and a want and a desire and something that's going to be supported within the group. So that is another benefit, another avenue, another extension of the collective and how we want to support you going forward. Is that, hey, guess what? We take suggestions and we chew on them and we marinate with them and we ask the rest of the people and we put it into action. Because it is more than just a listing. It is more than just a yellow pages somewhere out there. And it's really about the relationships that are formed. So we really appreciate that you've been part of the directory. If you guys at all are interested, you can click the illustriousones.com/directory and head on over there and check it out. It's really kind of it is a landing page. We have Illy Bot hooked up to that too. And you can check it out and roll through there and see what it looks like. We'd love to have you part of our collective and come rub elbows with us and hang out with us and hook up with some of the goodness that comes with being part of the directory. So RJ, do you want to close the show out? I know you love doing that.
I do. I would love to close the show by saying that if you have a hankering to do something a little bit different, if you're wanting to choose something that really connects with people, you got a couple of choices. One, go to checkoutmybot.com. Go in there, sign up to get reminders for the live stream, take the free mini course that I got going on, do the things, touch all the buttons. I dare you. If that experience is not delightful, perhaps bots might not be your thing, and that's okay too. You can type stop at any time and bug out. The other thing that you can do if you really want to connect with people, consider joining the directory. Join us in this group. Collaborate with us, do stuff with us, be dorky with us. It is a positive experience. It has positively impacted my life, and it can with yours too. So yeah, join up, become part of us, because us is a wonderful thing.
And that, my friends, is a wrap for the Monday morning show on this Monday with all the yumminess of RJ Redden and who she is as a person and what she does, taking your business and making you an extension of it with a thing called a messenger bot. And you guys, it is cutting edge technology. It has not been out for a year. It is all about taking your business to the next level and pre-screening your clients, delivering your thing, putting butts in seats, scheduling your family reunion or your wedding or birthday parties for your kid. It is amazing what you can do with these things and how you can make them work for you and with you. And RJ Redden's your girl to put your personality into your messenger bot and get it done. So checkoutmybot.com is where you find her and all her amazingness. Her show does run live every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. On blackbeltbots.com and check her out. Pick up her tips that she drops all the time, left and right. It'll be worth your time, and you'll laugh along the way and you'll learn some things. So anyways, thanks everybody for being here live with us this Monday morning. Go hit your week with a vengeance, do the things, stay in your lane, and reach out if you need help. Thanks so much, RJ, for your time. We appreciate you. Bye. Thanks everybody. See you soon.